Hello and welcome. You're watching a very special episode of This Is Exclusive. Ladies and gentlemen, we're coming to you live from outside Bharat Mandapam. What you see behind me is the very venue where leaders, heads of state would be arriving. 2 days you would have the most powerful leaders all flocking to the national capital, and this is where finally the leaders' declaration is going to come up. The Bharat Mandapam in its true glory, as you see right now behind me. Over the next couple of minutes, we're going to take you through a journey of Bharat Mandapam and what is in stock right now for the G20 leaders as they start arriving, with the first big leader coming in, that is US President Joe Biden. He would be arriving at the national capital later tomorrow, and thereafter you also have the other leaders coming in. So what is in store for all the leaders who are coming in? What is it that India will offer? We'll take you through all this and much more. But up first, these are the headlines we're tracking for you at this hour. Political face-off over Sanatan abuse continues. Udayanithi remains defiant while Father Stalin shields remarks. Yet another abuse by DMK. Stalin's leader now compares Sanatan to HIV and leprosy.
Your son wants to eradicate Sanatana Dharma itself. It clearly shows what little understanding you have about Sanatana Dharma and your son's understanding about Sanatana Dharma.
BJP launches unrelenting attacks as eradicate DMK for calling for eradication of Sanatan Dharma. In West Bengal, Mamata versus Bengal governor face-off continues over varsity appointments. With merely 2 days to go, India counts down to the mega G20 summit in the national capital. Big statement by Prime Minister ahead of G20 says summit will bridge the gap and bring everyone together. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is the very place where over the next few days the entire spotlight would be. Before I take you through that entire journey, let me quickly give you a closer look of the Bharat Mandapam. What's very interesting is perhaps that Nataraj statue that you see, which every leader would be witnessing the moment they arrive. That's the greet and meet point. As you can see straight down across the road, you have the flag of all the G20 nations first. On the right hand side on your screen, perhaps I'll also give you a look of the exhibition hall. Now the exhibition hall is also unique in its nature. We'll talk about the exhibition hall in a short while from now, but this is where all the leaders would be here. Important to point out here is that India's G20 presidency has been like no one else's. In fact, the Troika, which is Brazil, who would be taking up next, have already indicated that the kind of scale at which India is celebrating G20, I'm using the word deliberately celebrating because that's exactly what we are doing right now, coming together of all these nations, confronting the multilateral crisis that almost every country is facing at this point in time. So what really happens over the next few days? There would be a lot of questions in terms of security, whether at all you will be able to step out of your house or not. All those queries we're going to also take in this episode. But up first, take a look of what's the final leg of these preparations that are being done. How exactly is the national capital being spruced up completely for the world leaders? Take a look at this report, and then we also take you through some special reports now coming in. It gives you a sense of how the national capital is completely changing.
The national capital is all set to host the G20 summit from September 8th to September 10th. Opening its doors to the world by showcasing India's cultural heritage, values, development, and hospitality. There are many places in Delhi that have been decked up and renovated to welcome the foreign delegates. One such place is Rajghat, which has undergone an impressive makeover.
There is an effort that has been done in a very small way to make sure that the world leader gets a glimpse of ancient India, its culture, its tradition. Now, this is a form of a traditional welcome in which you are seeing a woman in traditional India, in ancient India, welcoming the guests through a traditional namaste. So yes, a very small way of showing to the guests who are going to be using this route of towards Rajghat that how India is cherishing its past, how India is cherishing its ancient culture. This is the banner which you have been seeing, a huge banner that has been displayed over here, where it has been written that my life is my message. Through the life of Mahatma Gandhi, India is going to showcase about its ideals, its values to the world's leaders. And one of the most interesting things also is that how in this banner and through several other banners which you are seeing, how in this G20 showcase you are seeing that there is equal emphasis that is being given to Bharat as well as India. Over here, there is emphasis that has been paid on fountains, on developing fountains, and also enhancing the greenery of the area. And while I talk about promoting the Indian culture, who can forget about how actually the beautiful Rangoli is being displayed over here to make sure that the world understand and knows about our Indian culture, our Indian tradition, our richness in Indian culture, and which for long has enthralled the world.
Hosting G20 is a golden moment for India, and the framework drafted during its presidency will bear fruitful results for the entire globe. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
Well, in fact, before I take you through the next report, what I essentially want to also show you viewers is how does it really look just outside Bharat Mandapam, the kind of preparations that have essentially been done. Where we are broadcasting right now is from one of the subways that have been created. Now, what you see this is the very route that would essentially be taken by the world leaders. You can also take a look at the closer look at the murals there. These murals has been, you would find this across the city, and of course this is the big hoarding or the banner that you see of G20 India. That's the theme of this year's G20. That's one earth, one family, one future. But this, easier said than done. We are talking about the difficulty perhaps the world leaders would essentially be facing in having that consensus document. Let's also now look at what is it for not just the world leaders but their spouses too. In fact, in the conversation that we had with MOS External Affairs Meenakshi Lekhi late last night, she essentially indicated that on the 9th itself, the spouses of these world leaders would be taken to the National Gallery of Modern Art and the exhibition, which will basically reflect India's civilization, something that we're extremely proud of, and that is exactly would be displayed. As we speak right now, I'm sorry, I'm once again bringing in these live visuals that you see right now. Most of the ministers who have been assigned the work of Bharat Mandapam, they're also entering right now inside Bharat Mandapam right now for that final preparation, the final leg which is underway. Let's take a look at this report that has been filed by my colleague Harsha, coming in from the National Gallery of Modern Art in the national capital.
Right now, I'm reporting from Delhi's National Gallery of Modern Art, situated in Shesha Suri Road of National Capital. This place behind me, National Gallery of Modern Art, is going to be one-stop place for the shopping and exhibition for the spouses of the delegates, as the spouses of the delegates are going to have the lunch and they will also see the exhibition which will be displayed here inside National Gallery of Modern Art. The security could be seen as security is beefed up inside and outside National Gallery of Modern Art. In fact, this National Gallery of Modern Art was closed for 2 weeks for the preparations, as the scaling landscape has been prepared inside National Gallery of Modern Art. Also, 115 feet Indian flag has also been displayed in the complex of National Gallery of Modern Art. Right now, this is the visual, as the lunch menu and the exhibition all have been planned for the spouses of the delegates who will be visiting here from 8th to 10th in the national capital. On one side, there will be a grand opening of the G20 summit, and on the other side, the view of the exhibition will open for the spouses of the delegates. Let me show you the visuals, as the security is all beefed up. The para forces, CRPF, all have been placed outside and inside NGMA. The beautification work has been done. New flower pots could be seen outside the National Gallery of Modern Art, and all is being done for the families of the delegates to partake in the curated shopping and exhibition experience inside the National Gallery of Modern Art. Now, these are the visuals, as we see that how important it is for our country to give a touristry experience and to showcase the ethnicity and the history of the country, and therefore the work of the artisans and the work of the weavers, traditional weavers, all have been flown to this national capital, because according to NGMA sources, that the display of modern art is specifically done in the National Gallery of Modern Art. But this time, as the delegates and the spouses and the VVIPs are coming for the G20 summit, therefore the work of the artisans, the skills, the weavers, all the work, the jewelry, the ethnicity, all have been flown straight to National Capital, this modern art gallery, and will be showcased here for the spouses of the G20 delegates. Now, these are the visuals which you can see, and the work is already going on. The preparations are underway. Major preparations have already been done, and now some of the last minute preparations are being done, as tomorrow is going to be a major day. Many VVIPs, the delegates and their spouses will arrive National Capital tomorrow afternoon, and after that this place is going to be the one-stop place. And I'll ask my camera person Hitesh to show you more visuals, because the main road of the Shesha Suri Road, which leads to the entry to National Gallery of Modern Art, all has been closed up. The security is heightened. The security forces could also be seen. No vehicular movement or no stoppage of any vehicle is allowed right now on this road. And these are the preparations which are being done ahead of the G20 summit, which will commence from 8th September, which is tomorrow. And these are the visuals outside National Gallery of Modern Art. The lunch menu is going to be exquisite for the spouses of the delegates. The millet is going to be the main attraction of point in the lunch menu for the spouses of the delegates. So these are the visuals, and this National Gallery of Modern Art will see the spouses of the delegates arriving here on 9th and 10th of September, and therefore the preparations are in full swing, and all the work of the artisan weavers, the traditional skill artisans, all have been brought here in the National Gallery of Modern Art to give a full experience of the history and ethnicity of our country. So these are the visuals behind me, as right now I'm reporting from outside National Gallery of Modern Art. Harsha Danwani along with video journalist Hitesh for Republic TV.
Well, as far as those who are responsible for the security of the world leaders, on a lighter note, it is almost like a nightmarish for them. Keeping in mind that you have world leaders who have been staying in these in SP Mark, most of them who are staying at SP Mark, at the luxury hotel. Remember, those luxury hotels have been completely taken over. But that entire route, which has essentially been known as the G20 corridor, that entire area has been completely cordoned off. The NDMC area particularly is where the focus is right now, where there would be travel restrictions. Let me, before I play out this report, give you a quick glimpse of the kind of security arrangement that you would find across this entire road. Straight down is the Supreme Court, but through this entire route you would essentially find the Delhi police, the traffic police, and then of course you also have the central forces who have been deployed here. The central forces are on the right hand side. They've also been deployed across this entire route. Now this is the very place from where it is expected that most of the leaders would be coming in, and that's the reason why you would find mostly the central forces coming in. In fact, as far as the preparations are concerned, remember till about the JLN Stadium, that's where the shuttle buses have been kept. In fact, even union ministers all have been essentially advised to take those shuttle buses that have been kept at JLN, and through that only they would be able to come in. So they won't have none of the ministers too would have access in terms of using their own government vehicles or private vehicles to get inside Bharat Mandapam. So there is a security layer, a blanket in this entire NDMC area, at least roughly about 5 to 10 kilometers from where we are currently broadcasting from. In fact, my colleague Piyush Ori also spoke to the Delhi police to get a better understanding of what are the security arrangements that have been put in place to secure the world leaders.
The motto of G20 is one earth, one family and one future. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. That is, the world is my family. But this family also requires protection. This family also requires security, and thereby to make sure that this world is safe from any of the evil forces, the Delhi police has got a special logistic vehicle called Vikrant. I will just venture inside this vehicle, and as the visuals that are being shown to you by my video journalist Vijay Mubashir, you are seeing what is the significance of this logistic vehicle Vikrant, a vehicle which is going to be used by Delhi police as an anti-riot vehicle and ferry its officials for any untoward incidents. So yes, what you are seeing over here are bulletproof jackets. As you can see, these are bulletproof jackets. These are the helmets which are going to be used by the Delhi police officials of protecting themselves. They also have the bomb detection squad, the bomb detection equipments. These are the protective gears from which it is going to protect itself. All these are there, which is going to be protected in this vehicle. Besides this, you can also see that there are other equipments also over here. You can see a doorbin which is going to be used, the binoculars which are going to be used by the Delhi police officials to see that if there is any untoward incidents that are happening, if there are any antisocial elements that are trying to disrupt this mega G20 summit which is going to be held in Delhi. And besides this, all these equipments are being saved over here in this vehicle. So as I said, that one earth, one family, one future, but this family also needs to be protected from evil forces, and these evil forces is going to be protected by Vikrant, a logistic vehicle that is going to be used by Delhi police as an anti-riot vehicle, as a logistic vehicle to make sure that there is enough security which is going to be provided for making sure that this event is a roaring success. With video journalist Mubashir, this is Piyush Ohri reporting for Republic TV.
Well, on the other side, there is a very special broadcast lined up for you. MOS External Affairs Minister Meenakshi Lekhi took us on the G20 Power Corridor tour. In fact, she did spend time with us late last evening, taking us through the vital spots of the G20 Power Corridor and how exactly it has changed. What does it really mean for India, and what message does India really want to send across through the G20? All this and much more on the other side of this short break.
Amity has been ranked India's #1 not-for-profit private university for 11th year, with top 10 ranked institutions in management, engineering, biotech, law, masscom, telecom, hospitality, fashion and more. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
Nobody can ever trouble an honest journalist. Nobody can ever trouble an honest media house. We are destined for success. Every moment from now on, I want everyone in the Digvijay newsroom to always remember that you must be wedded to the cause of news. Thank you very much, Anand, for having us here and for letting us take the journey forward.
2017 Republic TV. 2019 Republic Bharat. 2021 Republic Bangla. 2023 Republic Kannada, coming soon on India's largest news network.
People of this country know that whichever language we go to, we are speaking for the people 24/7. We are truly the voice of the people. Today we dedicate Republic Kannada to the people of Karnataka. I am totally confident that the people of Karnataka will welcome us and accept us, give us their blessings in this journey.
Nobody can ever trouble an honest journalist. Nobody can ever trouble an honest media house. We are destined for success. Every moment from now on, I want everyone in the Digvijay newsroom to always remember that you must be wedded to the cause of news. Thank you very much, Anand, for having us here and for letting us take the journey forward.
2017 Republic TV. 2019 Republic Bharat. 2021 Republic Bangla. 2023 Republic Kannada, coming soon on India's largest news network.
People of this country know that whichever language we go to, we are speaking for the people 24/7. We are truly the voice of the people. Today we dedicate Republic Kannada to the people of Karnataka. I am totally confident that the people of Karnataka will welcome us and accept us, give us their blessings in this journey.
Nobody can ever trouble an honest journalist. Nobody can ever trouble an honest media house. We are destined for success. Every moment from now on, I want everyone in the Digvijay newsroom to always remember that you must be wedded to the cause of news. Thank you very much, Anand, for having us here and for letting us take the journey forward.
2017 Republic TV. 2019 Republic Bharat. 2021 Republic Bangla. 2023 Republic Kannada, coming soon on India's largest news network.
People of this country know that whichever language we go to, we are speaking for the people 24/7. We are truly the voice of the people. Today we dedicate Republic Kannada to the people of Karnataka. I am totally confident that the people of Karnataka will welcome us and accept us, give us their blessings in this journey.
Nobody can ever trouble an honest journalist. Nobody can ever trouble an honest media house. We are destined for success. Every moment from now on, I want everyone in the Digvijay newsroom to always remember that you must be wedded to the cause of news. Thank you very much, Anand, for having us here and for letting us take the journey forward.
2017 Republic TV. 2019 Republic Bharat. 2021 Republic Bangla. 2023 Republic Kannada, coming soon on India's largest news network.
People of this country know that whichever language we go to, we are speaking for the people 24/7. We are truly the voice of the people. Today we dedicate Republic Kannada to the people of Karnataka. I am totally confident that the people of Karnataka will welcome us and accept us, give us their blessings in this journey.
Hello and welcome. You're watching a very special episode with me, Shavan Sen, and Suesha. It's just less than 2 days and India would be not only hosting the G20 with the heads of state coming in, but also showcasing its rich culture. In fact, tonight what we are essentially doing is coming up with a different idea altogether to show how Delhi today essentially looks like. Suesha, very excited of what we are going to show our viewers tonight. Very different way of telling the viewers that this is what the national capital looks like, and this is what we are going to show the entire world of what we are capable of what we have become, and we've come a long, long way.
And we thought what better than with the minister herself to be able to show us the facelift of Delhi and all the work that has gone into it and what the heads of state are really going to be looking at, ma'am. This is the Delhi ahead of G20, and we are driving with you in the night to beat the traffic. But immense work that has gone into
Absolutely.
it. And this is the final result of it. How much is the hard work that lies behind it?
A lot of hard work, but the happiness is in performing, in showcasing. I mean, look at this Yakshini chalk. Look at this beautiful artifacts where we have tried to showcase our strength, which is our cultural strength, as well as our heritage, and showcasing both the prowess of latest technology along with the ancient Indian traditions is quite a thing. And especially when I think PM says Vikas bhi or Virasat bhi. So you cannot debunk one and just get ahead with one. So you have to stay together on all fronts, keep abreast with the latest technology, and yet remain glued to your roots is what we have tried to do. So you will see beautiful artifacts, revamping, greenery, flowers, fountains, everything that is good in us. We've tried to showcase that.
Mr. Nikhil, what I also want to ask from you is that today what we are seeing is the final product of almost a year of hard work. I want you to tell people who are watching tonight how difficult it has been also. Let's not forget the challenges that we've also faced, the amount of people who have been working behind the scenes. Tell us this, how was this journey?
And the very many criticism statements that have also been made by the opposition.
So that's been the biggest challenge. Okay, so the biggest challenge has not come from people outside this country or outside the state. The biggest challenge has been the inmates of the state, and which is I really don't wish to talk about, but I will have to straighten a few accounts. If the state governments, and many state governments had worked with the central government when we were hosting various events of G20, those state governments came forward to support in every format, in the sense you tell them that please clean up, revamp the city center, do this, do that, put up the flags, etc., etc. So they will come up, they'll say, look, our staff is not well trained, so you send some of your people and our people will work in coordination. Even in opposition state, we got that response. In Delhi, unfortunately, the response was give us 927 crore for us to start working. So that's been the first challenge. And a lot of time got spent on that. And then the place we've just passed by comes under Central Cantonment Board. So which is a central area, which is basically Army Zone and Air Force Station, the Cantonment Board, etc., etc. So we just passed by that check, and that road leads up to Dhaula Kuan, which is a civilian area. Dhaula Kuan also is actually, this side up to the next turn is Cantonment Board. So Cantonment Board had to work. Then this road touches the National Highway Authority. So National Highway Authority was being worked at. National Highway Authority, for example, gave us some money to revamp this entire area, and close to 700 crore rupees came to Delhi Coffer to redo the street repair and maintenance. Those were the first challenges, but I'm really happy that 2 months of extensive work is what has gone into it, and there's been a lot of planning, the lighting part of it, the management part of it, final adjustments, coordinating with various agencies. But I must give credit to the Lieutenant Governor of Delhi, who, I don't know how many man hours he would have spent in the middle of the night and early in the morning to get things going, and along with many officers from various departments, and they've done a fantastic job. I would want you to turn the camera onto that side. Look at the beautiful fountains all around, how beautifully this whole landscape has been done, including the lions, the fountains, the flags. All this is for everyone to see that this very corner, which was pretty shabby, is now a beautiful sight. You can take a close-up here. So onto your left, and which is so beautiful. Just see, it looks so nice. And at many points, we see different lights, we see how there is...
Because you were just pointing this out. So I believe a lot of local artisans would have also been brought in.
Yes.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about how many people were brought in and the significance of it, perhaps?
It runs into a few thousand. And, 18,000 odd people would have, artists only, would have worked together at various ensembles and various works. But I think I will be wrong in the numbers, because someone who's done the lights is equally an artist. He may be put in the category of an electrician or a technician, but is an artist who's kind of given different colors, thought about the schemes. Someone who's made this board would also be an artist, but we'll probably, put them under a different category. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not very good with the number of artists. So I would say everyone who's contributed to the well-being of Delhi is someone we all cherish.
And ma'am, a huge part of India holding the G20 presidency has also been about showcasing our culture, our heritage, our rich civilization to the world leaders. And a lot of focus has gone into that aspect, which is reflecting in every part of not just the beautification of the infrastructure change, but even in terms of the crockery or the dishes or the gifting or the cultural corridor that has been created.
Absolutely. So the idea has been we have a problem of aplenty. We have so much to showcase. We have so much of diversity in this country, and the more you sing about it, the less it is. And so we were faced with this challenge. I mean, so the challenge has been showcasing all that is there in the country, and all that is there in the country has been. So we have up till now done something like 20-30 odd engagements. So all of them have happened around at 60 different locations. So 60 different locations of the country means 60 different menus for all those 3-4 days. Number one. Number two, fragrances of that particular region, right from perfumery to agarbatti to dhoop to incense in the room, etc., etc. Flowers. So all that we have, the diversity of in all this. All this would have also mean different textures, the silk, the cotton, the fabrics, the presentations. All this would have also meant different musical sounds, different instruments, different dance forms. All this would have also meant different sites in terms of art, craft, architecture, visual arts. So we have tried to immerse every visitor into the local experience, and that local experience, which is superbly beautiful from our side, we have tried to showcase and tell the world who we really are and what is it that makes us Indians.
Conversation with Minister Lekhi continues while we drive through the national capital. Where we have reached right now, Suesha, is going to be the hotspot, if I may say so, Minister Lekhi, because you have the US President who's going to be here, I think, in a short while. And look at the kind of changes that have essentially been made also. And we're looking at it as we pass through. The big challenge, Minister Lekhi, is with regards to the world leaders who are coming in, and the changing nature of the G20 also, if I may say so, the elite grouping that it was. Today, what the Prime Minister envisages of bringing in the African Union and the others. Is that what would be the hallmark of India's presidency?
There will be many firsts which if subsequently will be analyzed by a whole lot of people. And you'll see how beautifully
this US presidency.
Yeah. So you would realize there will be many firsts, and as you're seeing and watching that with the Indian presidency, Prime Minister Modi's made it to be a public's movement, because coming from the grassroots, he understands that a policy making cannot be some monkey's job sitting in a room and trying to do some churn out some numbers and say this is what is going to be the policy. But it is going to be a policy making in which people who are impacted the most by that policy, they need to have the voice. So before G20 started, he had a conference with all the people representing Global South and all the heads of states and so many others, and got their point of view as to what are their expectations from G20. So the room which did not carry their voice today carries their voice. Right. And he became virtually the voice of the voiceless, because India is a country which is bridging that gap between the global north and the global south and becoming more centralized way of working, and also decentralizing the method of economic functioning. Global economy has been more centralized, so he's tried to democratize it and decentralize it, and yet taken a centrist position.
Amity has been ranked India's #1 not-for-profit private university for 11th year, with top 10 ranked institutions in management, engineering, biotech, law, masscom, telecom, hospitality, fashion and more. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
2017 Republic TV. 2019 Republic Bharat. 2021 Republic Bangla. 2023 Republic Kannada, coming soon on India's largest news network.
People of this country know that whichever language we go to, we are speaking for the people 24/7. We are truly the voice of the people. Today we dedicate Republic Kannada to the people of Karnataka. I am totally confident that the people of Karnataka will welcome us and accept us, give us their blessings in this journey.
Nobody can ever trouble an honest journalist. Nobody can ever trouble an honest media house. We are destined for success. Every moment from now on, I want everyone in the Digvijaya newsroom to always remember that you must be wedded to the cause of news. Thank you very much, Anand, for having us here and for letting us take the journey forward.
2017 Republic TV. 2019 Republic Bharat. 2021 Republic Bangla. 2023 Republic Kannada, coming soon on India's largest news network.
people of this country know that whichever language we go to, we are speaking for the people 24/7. We are truly the voice of the people. Today we dedicate Republic Kannada to the people of Karnataka. I am totally confident that the people of Karnataka will welcome us and accept us, give us their blessings in this journey.
Nobody can ever trouble an honest journalist. Nobody can ever trouble an honest media house. We are destined for success. Every moment from now on, I want everyone in the Digvijay newsroom to always remember that you must be wedded to the cause of news. Thank you very much, Anand, for having us here and for letting us take the journey forward.
Well, in fact, Minister, for the longest time, as far as G20 is concerned, it was away from the public eye, if you talk about when it all started. Today, what we see here happening in India is that we are talking about